Now we put a mortgage on for 390, which gives us a mortgage of 310. He gets all the 310 back, i.e. we're in for a zero down. What's up, fruitful investors? In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can invest in real estate with zero down or very close to zero down. And it all comes down to finding good deals. If you want to be able to get into a deal with little or no money down, or to manipulate that deal so you end up with zero down, which I'll share with you in a bit, it all comes down to finding good deals. And that comes down to having a good specialized real estate agent on your team who is investor focused, flyering campaigns around neighborhoods, doing Facebook ads, blogging, internet marketing. There's a ton of ways to find good deals, and it really comes down to motivated sellers, people who are willing to sell you a deal below market value for a number of reasons. Divorce, a death in the family, just want to get out because of financial problems. There's a number of reasons why people will sell you their home very quickly for under market value. Maybe the home's also very beat up and disgusting and they don't want people to come through with a realtor, etc. A number of reasons. So it all comes down to finding good deals. Now, how we do these strategies, how we can actually end up with zero down deals, is to wholesale for cash. So this is one of the quick ways for money with very little down. So you flyered a neighborhood, you've got somebody to call you from your blogging, your Facebook ads, whatever, and you've agreed to a price. So let's say you agree to buy their property for $240,000, okay? And you know that's a smoking deal, it's a great deal. You're gonna sell that deal without even closing on it. Now, if this gets too complicated, you know what I'm talking about, just YouTube wholesaling or check on Google. There's a number of resources to explain how to wholesale, but essentially, you're gonna sell that contract that you have with the seller for $10,000, let's say. So the new buyer, your investor client, is actually going to buy the deal from you for $250,000, leaving you with a $10,000 profit in the middle. And this is done with the lawyers on closing, or you can have just the buyer pay you $10,000 cash up front for the agreement. However you decide to do that in your state or country, as long as it's legal and ethical, which it is. It's just it's a little more complicated than obviously buying a regular home. This is a quick way to make fast money with zero down in real estate. Now, if you actually want to buy the property and flip it or hold it, this leads us to finding a partner. So this is what I do in my business. I have real estate partners who fund my deals. I find the deals, whether I find them on MLS, because I am a realtor, or flyering or Facebook ads or my website, whatever. When I find a good deal, I bring that deal to my partners, and one of the partners will buy the deal with their money. So that's how my partnerships are structured. I put zero money into my deals. My partners are required to buy the property, pay for all the renovations, everything up front, and then I take over on closing, whether it's a flip or a buy and hold, which I do both. I take over on closing day. So I manage the contractors, I deal with finding the tenants, the renovations, the color schemes, everything. I deal with everything. All my partners are required to do is put up the money. So I'm getting my deals for zero down. Now, how you find partners, I've done a number of videos on this. This comes down to being an authority and being an expert in your niche and attracting partners to you. Whatever way you do that, I like to do it through internet marketing because my personality is more introverted. So I don't like going to meetings or physical events and shaking people's hands and pitching them. I'm not really good at that. It's not my natural tendency. My natural tendency is to market online and have people come to me because they've seen my marketing. If you're more of an extrovert and you like talking to people and you're good with shaking hands and doing all that kind of stuff, maybe you're better off going to real estate events and finding partners and telling them about how amazing you are and all the success you've had in real estate. So finding a partner really is one of the easiest way to actually do a zero down. You find the deal, the partner funds all of the deal. They buy it, closing costs, lawyer fees, mortgage fees, if there is, renovations, everything. They're responsible for all the money. You run the deal. That's the best and easiest way. The next is to flip, refinance, and hold. So you probably heard of the BRRRR strategy, BRRR, RRR keeps going on. Flip, refinance, and buy. So you buy a crappy property, maybe for $240, Well, let's say we do a Kitchener-Waterloo example. This is where I'm based out of. It's Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. So this is a very real possibility and one that I've done quite a few times. So let's say we buy a property here in Kitchener, a semi-detached, for $280,000. So we got it under market value. The seller was motivated, and we put $30,000 of renovations in. So now we're in the deal for $310,000, theoretically, on this quick example. Now, we've bought it low and we've renovated, so we've upped the value of that property, and now the property is worth $390,000. The appraiser came through and appraised it at $390,000. And if we put a mortgage on that, the mortgage will, or the lender will only give us 80% of the total appraised value. That's how a refinance works, because you have to have 20% in the game. Just like buying a property, you need 20% down in a sense. So at a 390 valuation, what do you think 80% of that is? 310. So if my partner funds the deal, we bought it for 280, he funded the $30,000 renovation, so he's in for $310,000. Now we put a mortgage on for 390, which gives us a mortgage of 310. He gets all the 310 back, i.e. we're in for a zero down. Or if you did this with yourself, it's the same thing. You bought the property cash for 310 all in with the renovations. You put a mortgage on it, you get your 310 back, you're in for a zero down. So here's 3 good strategies, real life strategies. The most common ones you can use, there are a number of other ones, but these are the most common ones that you're probably gonna use the most in real life. A lot of people try to say there's all these tricky ways, and they're not realistic. You might get one of those every year, especially here in Kitchener-Waterloo. It really depends on your market. I know in the US, it's much easier to find smoking deals. Here in Canada, and especially Kitchener-Waterloo, much harder to find motivated sellers, because we don't have the foreclosure rate like they do in America. It's not even close. It's less than 1% of Canadian mortgages go to the foreclosure point. So not too many desperate people here in Canada, but it's definitely doable and possible. That's the video. If you learned anything, if you liked it, please click like right below. And if you want to get my 12 free video series where I teach you how to invest in real estate from point A to point Z and everything in between, you can get access to those 12 free videos in the description below. And to find out more about my real estate investing apprenticeship program, about how you can become a partner of mine, and I can mentor you one-on-one, and we can do some examples like this that I just shared, you can find out more about that right about here. I will see you in the next video.